Children's Stadium in Fresno, California. Welcome back to full-fledged conference action in the Pac-12. It's the Washington State Cougars and the Fresno State Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Fresno State has a lot to prove this first season in the Pac-12. They've been good for a long time, but there was the WAC, the Mountain West Conference. Fresno State Bulldogs have proven they can compete with the best of the best, and now they get another chance to showcase that on the Pac-12 stage. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cougars offense will have the football first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Looking to throw on first down. He's going to run it. Still running at the 40. Hits the side, got the first down with his feet. Washington State going quickly.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach.
Caught, and he's got room. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
Man, what a start for this offense. That's what you kind of want, man. You want to get in a rhythm. You want to get in the flow. Now, you don't expect 3 plays and 3 first downs, but they'll absolutely take it. But coming out the gates with energy, with passion, executing at a really high level.
Spins away from the defender. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll throw it. And they can't make the connection on third down.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range. You're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man. Everybody on an island. Everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. So Fresno State's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Jaden Mendel, this offense is going to be productive. He will have to play well in this one.
It's been kind of fun to follow these different universities across the country that they find their guys, right? Like their fit. It's not always the five-star guy, but they find their quarterback, and you're like, man, that guy's really, really good. Like, where did they find him? He came out of nowhere, so Palmer. This is a school, a program that is going to find those QBs. It just might be sometimes the guys that are off the beaten path a little bit more and not as highly recruited.
Yeah, not necessarily a national championship perennial power year in, year out, but you're right. They always seem to find a gunslinger back there. And they lose games, but they're going to go down swinging, and they're going to lose shootouts because they light up the scoreboard. They've got another gunslinger in this offense this year.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Fresno State right back to the line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line.
Turning it on. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Running to the left. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Fires to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Off the bootleg, lost to toss it. Hauls it in. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
That's the way you start a game, man. How about this QB? 5 for 5. That touchdown right there was his 5th attempt, his 5th completion, in complete command, understanding what the defense is trying to do and executing it flawlessly.
Was the defense even on the field for that drive? I mean, it looked like routes against air. I mean, they were up and down the field. Receivers, tight ends, running backs, quarterback, all in sync with each other. That was about as good as a passing game can look, and we're certainly hoping that keeps up for the rest of the game.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. The returner will field it and bring it back. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Here comes the Wazzu offense onto the field again. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Hand off from the shotgun. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Unloads to the right. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And sometimes as a quarterback, man, you're sitting on that sideline and you watch the other guy go out and just deal, right? And put together a drive, score a touchdown, and you want to come out and you want to answer and you want to be aggressive. And sometimes you take shots, sometimes you force things. So I would recommend to him just stay within the offense, take what the defense gives you, don't be too aggressive.
There he goes. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the third down. And the clock stops for an injured player on the field. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on that. Wazzu headed to the line with another first down. Now the play fake. Pocket breaking down. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick release on the RPO. Ball is loose. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go, you on the sideline, you in the game.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the Cougars are flying down the field. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Washington State lines up quickly. Running behind that left side. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Keeps it on the option. Powers through the defender. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker in.
That's the end of the quarter, guys, and Fresno State is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
You've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game. Trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there. Being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That brings them to within 1.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll move the tight end. Wide receiver going in motion. Runs through the tackle. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Caught in the backfield, it's McClain. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit of time to get to that first down mark.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Bulldogs come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw again. Makes the grab. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Pulls it in. It's Freeman. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
The Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. He's straight downfield. They bring him down with the big play. Will move the sticks.
And that's this guy's 3rd catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him, we're going to keep throwing him the football. We don't have to overthink this thing. And as every completion happens, the quarterback is gaining more and more confidence in this guy.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up. but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Might be calling a hot route. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Under fire. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. It's good. They take a 4-point lead here in the 2nd.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Washington State ready to get things going now as the offense takes the field. Motion from the wideout. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Gets it out fast. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
The #1 goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him. Try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job of getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
This time they'll go to the running game. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Looking down the middle. The sure hands. It's Freeman. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Nice confidence by the QB. Good throw over the middle of the field. Nice little strike down the field for a big play. Listen, you got to throw it where it's open. And he found a slot, found a little hole in the middle of the field. Nice job attacking.
The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Finds the tight end. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
I love playing man coverage in the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them. Pressure.
The Bulldogs using their 1st timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Washington State sends out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And so the Fresno State offense comes out onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. From the gun, running back gets to give. They make the play, force a fourth down, but they're out of timeouts, can't stop the clock. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Fresno State will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Got a man, it's Freeman. Gets it to the 37, clock stops to move the chains. 1 more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. Maybe being on the right hash will help him swing that big leg for this 54-yard attempt. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That brings him to within 1.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
He'll start the return inside his spot. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Oklahoma in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And it's the Sooners with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And it brings them to a sparkling 4-0 on the year. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now over to your game in Fresno. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, 3rd down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Valley Children's Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Washington State ready to boot it away to start the third quarter. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
Guys, Fresno State's head coach told me at halftime, a lot of positives to take away. They have a lead and performed well in their Pac-12 conference opener in the first half. But that's not good enough. He said, we can be even better, and I want our players to have that same level intensity to start the third quarter.
Holly, thank you. Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be second down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
He leaves it with the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely...
They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But that great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on that. They'll try the run. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, if they could stop the run, it was going to be really, really hard on the offense. And I just love the tenacity they're playing with right now. This front 7 are flying around, getting to the ball carrier. This running back has had nowhere to go today.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Incomplete as the screen goes right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. And the try is no good. And, guys, after the miss, the lead is still 1.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Play action on first down. Looking deep down the right side. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Freeman. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Washington State going quickly. Defense in press coverage. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on that second down.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
They'll go to the air. Gets it to him on the screen. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. And he'll try it from the right. Hash and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Absolutely center cut. And they regain the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Last drive ended after a long missed field goal, and they have it back ready to go to work. Looking to throw on first down. Gets rid of it. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. And they're able to get him down. They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on third down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. Looks as if he's going to run it. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. Fresno State will have to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. DB's right up on the receivers. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll try it over the left side. Stopped almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Freeman. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. With the catch, it's Clemens. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. Washington State has it all working right now. They'll move the wide receiver. The give from the gun. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. If he can't get the first himself, now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And very important not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left. He got it. They extend the lead to 5 here in the third.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Freeman. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Through 3 quarters now, these wide receivers both big parts of the game, and here's how they stack up so far. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a second down play. Might be changing the route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires downfield. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also, how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you can go up, pick it off for the defense.
Keeps it on first down. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Yeah, because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
It'll be third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Here on Fresno State's sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
They had a great job on the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Quickly to the tight end.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch with these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it. Maybe a crease.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
Up by 1, they're going to try to get the deuce here and make it a field goal lead. He'll set up to throw. Incomplete on the 2-point try. They tried to push this lead out to a field goal, but they'll have to settle for holding a 1-point lead. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. After that kickoff, the medical staff is out there to tend to the injured player. That is their senior starting wide receiver who the training staff is looking at, and Holly Rowe will get us up to date on his condition. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he's wrestled to the ground.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Washington State will have to put it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Fresno Silver and the offense will go back to work. Offense in a bunch formation. Single back formation, and they give it to him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Right on the money. That's a piece at the 20. And once he got away from the lead, no shot at catching it.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker slipping out of the backfield, throwing the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Interesting decision here, but if they make the 2, it'll be a 2-possession game and a 9-point lead. Looking to convert the 2, and he will not. The defense gets to him with the sack. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Wazzu offense onto the field again. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24.
This guy is lightning fast. Did you see him come out of the break on the slant? QB got it to him early. What a weapon.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's brought down, but he's got enough to give Wazzu a 1st down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through. It's really helping out this offense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Clemens. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking downfield on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the 1st down. The Cougars will use their 1st timeout here. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the 1st. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Right on the money. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Cougars, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And obviously, guys, this drive is critical. You're down, you've got to score. So with a couple of timeouts in your pocket, man, like, that changes the whole dynamic of this 2-minute drill. Like, I can work the whole field. And here coming up on 3rd down, man, don't be scared to do that. Don't be scared to run it. Don't be scared to throw a screen to get some yardage to get a 1st down.
A spectacular one-hand grab. And he makes a completion. They're set up and in business at the 20. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Washington State going back to work on 1st down. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Makes a catch. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Gets open down the middle. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Cougars are going to use their 3rd and final timeout here. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Oh, they're after him! And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, you're going to have time to throw.
Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. And they got to the line expeditiously, spiked it, and stopped the clock. Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. Off the play fake. Pass to the end zone. Caught for a touchdown in the final seconds, and they're just a point away from tying it up.
And with that touchdown, you could hear a pin drop in the stadium. The home field crowd taken out of it right away. If they get the extra point, they tie it up. What a momentum-shifting touchdown by the offense.
They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. So the 16-play drive, and they decide to tie it up in the final seconds. Looks as if we could be headed for free football. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He lost one down the sideline. Incomplete. The final play of regulation, and now we head to overtime. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
First play of the first possession of OT. He'll start this drive firing. Right down the middle. He's got it. Tight coverage there. Did not stop him from making the grab. It's first and goal from the 8. Great spot to attack there. Right off the turnover. Try to strike and keep them reeling.
Absolutely. Coaching 101. Sudden change when you create a turnover and you get the ball back on.
Looking for the end zone. He has kept those big, powerful bodies churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. With a condensed field in overtime, if you can establish the run, it is a huge advantage.
Big-time advantage. You establish your physicality, come out the gates, put you in a positive way. Now, I can play action, opens the whole playbook.
On second and goal, they go right back to it. They strike first here in overtime. The block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Net had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first?
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Back to pass. On the move, he fires. Looking to get it in. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on to...
Touchdown, Cougars! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with a point after.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. But now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with one play to win this football game.
Here in the second overtime, they'll snap it on first down. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Running the ball in OT, and a nice job by the ball carrier, finding his lane, finding his hole, putting his foot in the ground, and getting upfield.
Running to the left. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Splits the uprights, and now they have a 3-point lead here in OT. it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's first down. The give to the tailback. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And that's a good, solid run there, Reese. If you want to win in overtime, running the football is a good idea.
Showing that you're the more physical team in overtime can really be a breaking of their will. Motion from the wide receiver. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. It's complete to the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Third down here in overtime and some work to do. To the ground to try to move the chains. Not able to get outside. They tried to run wide, and they got nothing. It'll be fourth down.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They're not interested in extending the game. They want to win it, and they'll go for it on fourth down. Trying play action. Looking for the score. Who cares about double coverage? Just get it in there. Give your guy a chance. And it worked out better.
And the receiver would definitely agree with you. It's a little bit risky, throw it in traffic, but trust your guy. You know, he's going to go up and make a play in the end zone. You can tell you've thrown that ball to him, and you trust him, and he goes and rewards you for it.
What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays and big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that was needed to get the W.
It's such an exciting game, up and down, back and forth. It's heartbreaking if you lose, but when you come through